Good morning, everyone. Welcome back from spring break. I wanted to kind of give you an update and help you out in case you've been getting a little bit confused about what needs to be done. Remember, email me. Let's keep this simple. I want to help you out. There is no reason for you to be stressed, but you do need to be doing work each day in every class. That's just the reality. So let's just tackle this rather than me give a big speech. You should have the SLO review hopefully done. That would have been for the week before spring break. This week is Westward Expansion. Okay, each day I'll post videos that will help out with this kind of stuff, but let's just go over a couple of things. Westward Expansion, the idea of manifest destiny would be realized during the 1850s. This inevitable growth of the U.S. would be fueled by economic development, technological innovations, population distribution, and prejudice against minority groups. The U.S. would add Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Oregon, and the Southwest, all before 1860. The addition of this land would have many positive benefits, but would also contribute to further sectionalism that would eventually lead to the Civil War. Okay, so that's our goal. Now, you go through the state standards. It's really straightforward. The second one is your flip book that you're going to do in the Google slides, which we'll double check. We'll go over that at the end of this. Okay, talking about technologies and what we're going to try to do over this week, and if we're out again next week, have some daily kind of updates that go over this stuff more specifically. We'll hit all of these. We'll come back to the flip book. Hopefully, you've already tried this activity, but if not, now we're here to help you out. The idea that the United States had what was manifest destiny, had the right and the responsibility to acquire all land to the Pacific. Oops, I can spell. Ocean. So the idea of manifest destiny is that we are going to get all of the land. We're going to acquire, gain in some way, shape, or form through treaties, through just taking it, through conflict, all of the land filling in from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. This is filling in the gaps. So there's 4 different reasonings that we could consider during this, and we gave you the headings up here, and you just had to use context clues to kind of match them up. So let's see how you did. Obviously, if you didn't do this, I would pause this. I would try it first. Hey, I know we'll never know whether you've tried it first or not, but hopefully you still want to learn and just take the 2 minutes it takes. So let's see what you got. Number 1, many believe that the U.S. would make best use of the resources of the region. This could expand plantations and open up new areas through trade and new urban centers with factories. So hopefully you looked at resources and you looked at plantations and trade and urban centers with factories and went to economics. So our next one. Many believe that the democratic ideas of the U.S. were the best way to govern. So having equal rights, citizens involved in government, our way of government would be best. And government, as you know, is political. So we have economic reasons why we thought we should have this land. We have governmental reasons why we thought we should have this land. Then, number 3, many believe that the people living in the West were inferior to Americans. This racism discrimination extended to Native Americans, Mexicans, and the Chinese. This is definitely cultural. This belief that we felt because of our skin color, because of just the way that we were as people, that Native Americans, Mexicans, Chinese, because they look different, were bad and deserved to lose the land, and we had to take it from them to maximize it. This discrimination, as we've talked about, this racism still exists today. Okay, but this is how we get a lot of our land in the West, unfortunately. And then the last one, many believe the citizens of the U.S. were chosen by God. Okay, hopefully, religion came to mind. This is very ironic because we're now in the 1820s to 1850s saying God picked us, yet 50 years earlier, the King of England was saying divine right and that God chose me to rule. And we were arguing, no, 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 this is wrong. Yet we're then using the same exact argument to take over land that other people have had for their entire lifetime and generations. It's kind of interesting. We will look at activity 3 later. Hopefully you've tried to fill some things in there, but hopefully this just gives you a good introduction and it helps you understand what you're covering. Now, you've done this. Hopefully you've filled it in now. You've got it in, whether you had a hard copy or whether you had the other way of doing it. When it comes to the videos, this first video is not working. When you've clicked on the link, it doesn't work. So tomorrow I'm going to have an Oregon video. And then Wednesday, I'm going to have Texas. And then Thursday, I'm going to have California in the Southwest. So every single day, I'm going to have a video that should help you out in the content and helping out with the flip book. So my hope is that you're working ahead and trying it on your own, because I'm not just going to give the answers away, but it should support you in case you're struggling a little bit. Once again, you got to have the computer access. I know that stinks. It doesn't seem fair. If we are out longer than this week, I know the school system already has a plan to get a computer in everybody's hands, so that should not be an issue. Help out your classmates, help out your friends the best that you can while still social distancing. So you'll go through each of these. Now, if you're like, where were these at? When I go back to my feed, first period, I know you're not all first period, but if I scroll down to March 18th, it has a links to the video homeworks. And when you pull it up, you can click on each of the links, okay, to help you out with the information. You just fill the information right in. I will try to reshare that today so that it's right smack dab as you open up your feed. Okay, so that should help us out a lot there. Then we'll take another day to kind of go over some of those answers, and then we'll take a day to look at the Americans Rush West. I don't want to read all of that to you with you. But then you've got all these passages, I know are sideways, but it goes over the content. Don't even worry about the extension activity yet. Please don't even worry about it. You're going to have to modify it anyway. But you'll look over each of these and you can save the picture and change it around, and we'll make it work. I had this version set up so that we could actually print it. All of this information, along with everything you read through here and everything you do in your videos, will help you create your flip book. Okay, the flip book, I shared with you this. It is a Google Slides that explains the directions of the flip book. You just put your first name there, and then you go Louisiana. Okay, I'm going to add a picture. I'm going to explain how we got it, why we got it. My next slide, I'm going to give 2 to 3 positives, 2 to 3 negatives, but I'm going to really clearly explain why they're positive and negative. And you're going to do that for each of the regions. So you should be able to do the work ahead of time, try the information for each one of them, take 10, 15 minutes, and then look at my video, and that should help you out to clarify any concerns. Okay, yeah, this is in theory a fair amount of work, but let's be real, the SLO review would have been 1 day of class before spring break. We would have had 4 more days of instruction. So hopefully you did something of this before spring break. So hopefully this helps out a little bit, everybody. I think I kind of hit everything. I'll reshare things, but hopefully this puts things in a little bit better shape for you. I'll have the Louisiana video coming probably around 1, 2 o'clock once I get done with my Zoom. And hopefully I'm helping you out. All of this Westward Expansion stuff and the SLO is going to come to the 4th quarter. I'll have 3rd quarter grades done this week, and we will go from there. Take care of yourselves.